shovel in hand with a heart full of hope. I'm chasing that dream in the Mother Lode. From sun up to sundown, I'm working that ground, sniping and digging where the gold's been found. With my coal swinging and my pan full of pride, I'm searching for treasure the hills try to hide. California gold deep in my soul, living this life in the Mother Lode.
Triple D Prospecting here. I'm on another adventure. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. I'm up here in the beautiful high Sierras. I'm going to do a little bit of sniping and metal detecting. I brought my SCC 2300. I'm going to scan the riverbed on the bedrock and hopefully I find out where the heavies are and find some good gold. I'd like to thank all my Patreon members, my YouTube members, and all my subscribers. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. I really appreciate you all. If you're new to prospecting and looking to get into prospecting, you need to get some gear, go check out Heritage Gold Rush. His store is awesome. He has everything you need, from gold pans to crevice tools to rock hammers, gad bars, you name it. He has everything. And I have a link below that'll get you a little discount on whatever you need to find. And if he doesn't have it, get a hold of him, write him an email. I'm sure he can find it for you at a good price. But yeah, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm going to get to work. I'll see y'all in a bit.
So I hope you guys can hear me. I moved up probably 30 feet up above where I was working. And what I'm basically going to do, well, the reason why I moved up, there's a big boulder right there. There's a bunch of big boulders up here above me that are dropping out, and there's all kinds of bedrock. It's all bedrock, this is all bedrock, there's bedrock everywhere. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this along and kind of pinpointing where heavies are falling out, and then I'm going to get in that area and dig it up. I won't be able to let you guys listen to the targets or anything because I have my hood on and everything. It'd just be way too difficult. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. And I'll just work my way up, find where heavies fell out and dig it up, see what it is, and hopefully it's a piece of gold. Alright, so I got two targets here. I have one right here, which makes sense because there's big rocks sticking up out. So there's a dead spot. There's water flowing over here. Oh, there's water flow here and water flow here, and right here is the dead zone. And then I have another target right up underneath this bedrock right here. You can see the dead zone. Flowing water, barely any flowing water. So I'm gonna get in here. I've already peeled back a bunch of the rocks, but there's overburden I gotta move, so I'm just basically looking for heavies and then get down in there and clean it all out, because there could be gold down there. Yeah, it could just be a piece of iron, but there could be gold down there that is too small for my detector to pick up, but it's still gold, or it's too deep and I can't hear it.
All right, here I got in the water. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I cleared off and how thick that overburden is. Some beautiful bedrock. Here's my first piece of the day. Nice big chunky flake. You can see that little crack. The water's flowing towards me, and it's a drop off. Low pressure zone, and it just got hung up right there, and then cracked. Now right here you can see all that rust. I don't know if there's this ironstone that was all rusted, but I got it with the crevice tool. It basically all just broke apart. Use my 2-toes crevice pick to break that bedrock out, get a little bit. Right here is amalgam. The old timers use it to recover gold. And it's just all over in this creek. Another nice flake, chunky flake. I broke that piece of bedrock out. There's another nice flake in there. Now this is all that same crack. It's just running across the stream, and I'm just working my way down. You can see that big chunk of lead right there that I pulled out was running with it. Now right here, I was giving you guys another shot of what I cleaned off. I'm going to show you where I'm going to work. I'm going to take another layer off that top, another foot or so. You see here, I dug in and I found another nice crack right here. You see where that line is. There's a crack there. The water's flowing over, creating a riffle right there, so gold should fall out. These are the kind of cracks you're looking for when you're out sniping. Figured I'd film this with you guys because I've been finding good gold in this spot. I should find some good gold in this crack. I figured I'd dig it with you. This is that same crack. Another nice chunky piece. This is a little bit further down on that same crack. See all that rust down in there. Not sure what it was. It all broke up. Been down there for a long time. Now a nice flake to add to the pile there.
So far, so good. My idea of bringing my metal detector and detecting, trying to find where the heavies are falling out has paid off. I found, I think, 6 nice pieces so far. Started getting a little hungry. It's 11. Figured I'd take a little break and eat some food. Yeah, I haven't even got up to where those 2 targets were that I detected when I first started. I figured I should start down lower and work my way up, and I found a couple nice crevices to work down there, and it's really paid off. So yeah, I made me some good little chicken burritos. I'm gonna smack these down and then we'll get back in the water. See you all in a bit. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys the area that I've worked. My targets are still up there, but I've been finding nice pieces right here below it. Figured right here was the end of the little run right here. There were big rocks piled up right here, but I pushed them all down. You know, there's one, there's one, there's one. There's another big one over there. But I'm following this crack. You see my tools are, it goes down. This was a crack. Then right here was that deep, deep hole that I filled back in with this overburden. I'm gonna get that guy moved and keep following that crack, and hopefully there's some good gold, and then I'll move back up. The reason why I stopped on this one is because the bedrock really dove down, and it would have taken me forever to get to the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna get all suited back up and get in the water.
Some more amalgam. All kinds of lead in this crevice too. You can see it at the top of the screen. Excuse my filming right here. It's kind of a tough spot. I'm setting the gold up on that bedrock right there. You'll notice I used 2 different snuffer bottles. I used that bottle for the clean gold, and then a Garrett snuffer bottle for the mercury amalgamated gold. broke out that rusty whatever it was, and there's some nice chunky gold underneath it. When I used my crevice tool, it all just broke up. I don't know what it was. It's been down there for a very long time. You see right there, it just disintegrates. Big chunk of lead right there also. Bunch of pieces of gold. It's a good little pocket right here. Nice big chunk right here. It was hiding from me. It was probably my best piece of the day. I do find a nice chunk of amalgamated gold a little later in this video. Some amalgam. It's that same crack. It's the crack that kept on giving. Now here's a bunch of lead I'm pulling out. They're gonna give you guys a different view. Me pulling all this lead out, cleaning up the creek. There's all kinds of lead down in this crack. I got most of the bigger pieces out. The rest of this is bird shot. Bunch of lead and a piece of gold. Now that's that same crack. It just continues all the way across the creek. I just take some overburden off and then dig out the crack, take a little bit more off until there's just too much overburden for me to deal with. Come back a later time and bring a shovel and rake and clear it all off. Another nice bit. All kinds of amalgam in there. I would literally scrape at the material that's in there and it'd like fall out of it. This is where I find it's a good chunk right here though. Getting up close to those targets, you can hear the water flowing a little bit more.
So the last video that my stepson came out with me, he worked right here. And I started right here. You can see the different color of the gravel. This is what it normally looks like. Oh, I got water in there. But wherever it's gray, I went up here first. Then there's a couple cracks, and I came down and cleared out all that, all the way up to that top of that riffle. So I was getting ready to do a snuffer dump and show you guys the gold while I was out here, but then it dawned on me I left my gold pan at home. Figured I'd just be sniping, I didn't need it. So I'm gonna hike out of here and I'll see y'all back at the house. Alright, so I made it back home and man, that was a good day. It's actually been a few days, it's actually been a week later. I've been super tired and just been super busy to get this finished up. It was an awesome day though. Using my metal detector was a good idea to find out where the heavies were falling out and then dig it up. I'm going to be heading back out tomorrow up to that same spot. I'm going to finish that area out and then use my detector again and find where more heavies are falling out, and hopefully my theory works. But yeah, I got everything all set up over here. Let's check out this gold. Alright, so I used two different bottles because in the video you guys seen all the amalgam I
I grabbed. So here's my amalgam snuffer bottle, and here's my regular gold bottle. Let's check this stuff out first. I get a little more water. Yeah, 22 shell. You know, I was finding all kinds of lead again, and yeah, that was a good idea to take my SDC up and just find targets and then start digging in that area. I still haven't even got up to where the initial targets are. I started at the end of the run, and I'm glad that I did because I found a lot of good pieces. Just lead for days. Just get another container out real quick. Throw all my lead in this guy. Bunch of bullets. Just all kinds of lead. We'll get these bigger pieces out real quick, and then we'll pan this back. Nice chunky pieces too. Yeah, they're flakes, but like I said in my last videos, it's chunky. They're chunky flakes. Yeah, there it is. Let's see here. All kinds of lead in there. So I'll get this snuffer back up and we'll dump out the amalgam. Alright, so dump out my amalgamated gold now. Can't believe how much I found. I noticed in my clean bottle also there was a few pieces with a little bit of amalgam on it, so I just dumped it in here. Piece of lead right there. That's a piece of lead. Yeah, there's all the amalgam that I found. Just crazy amounts of amalgam. That's a nice picker right there. Yeah, these were the couple pieces that I found. There's amalgam on the other side. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see that. I'm using my GoPro, so. But yeah, there's all the amalgam. Alright, I'll get this all dried up and we'll get a weight on it. Alright, so I got the gold all dried up. We're gonna even weigh my amalgam. I left it in water until I got the gold dried up, so we'll weigh that first real quick so I can get it back in water. You always want to keep mercury underwater. Tear that guy out. Now it's not going to be a super accurate reading because it is a little wet and the mercury's on it. 1.35, so there's probably maybe a gram there, minus the mercury. I got a new retort. I'm gonna make a video. I went live the other day and tried to clean up some of my amalgamated gold. I got it kind of clean. I mean, this is what it used to look like. So you can see it's all silvery, but there's still mercury in there. So I'll put that in there. And then let's weigh up this gold. Oops, wrong button. I'm guessing 1.10. They're not nuggets or nothing, but there are a lot of pickers. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to. Nope. Be lucky to get a gram. 1.02. Pretty good. Then here's a bunch of lead that I found. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Getting geared up. I'm going to go out tomorrow and hopefully I have another good day. Hope you all have a great evening, good morning, good day. See you all in the next one.